Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank Donga, and you're listening to Boom Radio. Boom Radio. Keep listening. Don't touch it.
Good day and welcome to your Boom Radio NG. Thank God it's Friday, New Music Friday. It's always a pleasure to be here, especially on a Friday. My name is Sola Rogers.
And my name is Dolupo. You know, the one and only. Me, just me, only me. And I bid you a warm welcome. This is very interesting.
My name is Alan. The one that speaks my name through my nose, then starts to talk without that style. Yeah.
What's that supposed to...
Anyway,
I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Anyway, moving on from that. Welcome to the show this very interesting afternoon. There's going to be a whole bunch of things. I doubt if we would get through everything we want to get through, but the one that is sure is that we'll be able to get through most of it, hopefully before the end of the show today. It is New Music Friday, even though there isn't a lot of new music, or more like, then we're not going to spend so much time on that. Anyway, however, there's still updates from Mohbad. We've been talking about him all week. There are a lot of updates from him. Also, Mr. Nyesom Wike, president of Abuja, is in the news.
Did you just say Mr.?
Is it not
The old
Mr.?
Abuja 001 says Mr.
FCT 001.
Hey.
FCT 001. Sorry for the
Okay.
what's the word now?
Okay.
Misappropriation of titles.
Apology accepted.
So anyway, the FCT
On his behalf,
001 is in the news again. Yes, and he's in the news, you know. You really want to follow this gist. Also, there are a few other things that we're going to be talking about. There's news from the president. There's also news about the president's results in the United States.
He did the exam. And the results are out.
Might have done wrong.
I didn't know. So he has the exam that he went to do. I thought they said he went to hunger.
I don't know.
Seeing that all of us are very hungry these days. So hunger is hungry not.
Anyway,
which is what? Exactly. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to new music. Let me quickly help Dolupo catch our breath. I want to start with Manifest.
yeah.
Manifest is a Ghanaian rapper who has dropped a song titled 50 Years Anniversary or something, 50 years celebration. For those who do not know, this is the 50th year of hip-hop, and there's been a lot of discourse about it.
Yeah.
So Manifest did a song, and I swear to everything that I hold dearly, this is one of the best songs that's come out this year, especially if you're a hip-hop head. You know, when he's making references to rappers through the decades and he's taking one or two lines from them and he's, oh my God. You know, and he's talking about the Naira and the CD and the dollar, and it's all so seamless and
mixed into each other, yeah.
well written. They said it's a freestyle or something. I don't even know, but it's just like one of the best rap things I've heard this year. So a big shout out to Ghana's Manifest, Africa's Manifest, for dropping that one. I really hope this song gets heard outside the shores of Africa so that people will see how great rappers are in Africa.
Yeah. Also, there are a few people that have sung a lot of songs in tribute to Mohbad. We know that over the week, Orisha Femi, which we've not heard from in a long time, released music about Mohbad.
Okay.
Also, there is Kahid, who released Forever. I think it's actually a very nice song. There's this other song that I can't seem to get out of my head. I don't know if it was this week it was released. Yes, I think Are Your Ex or something.
Yeah,
featuring Zlatan.
Yeah.
It's a very creepy song.
Okay.
Though, but
so a bit of background.
Can't seem to get it out of my head. It's a very nice song.
A bit of background on that song. Ayox or Ayox, like I like to call him, belongs to a group called the Loners. And they actually like singing sad songs. Do you get?
Okay.
They are very creative guys. They're young, upcoming, fantastic artists. So when Mohbad died last week, someone took a Mohbad video and picked this song yet to be released and put it on a Mohbad video and said Mohbad predicted his death, because he was talking about if he's laying down on the floor and when he's here no more, and people will now start celebrating him, and it's actually his song. So rather than drop that original, he has held that one back now and done a remix of it featuring Mohbad's right-hand man and one of his best friends, Zlatan, and that's the song that's out now. If you listen to that video that I dropped last week again, that the snippet, it's not the same beats, it's not the same flow, it's the same song. You get, but there's a slight difference. It was deliberate, just to show that this is actually a tribute to Mohbad. And the song is doing okay.
Oh yeah, I think the song is doing numbers.
And that has now helped him with his other works that he had already put out.
Yeah, it is a nice song. People, I'm still going about. Anyway, maybe we'll come back to that in a bit. So people have actually been dropping songs. I think it's actually not a bad idea. Also, Vector has released Bedu. I like the feel of that song. It's not your regular.
It's not a rap song.
It's not a rap song. It's not your regular Vector. It's a very different. It's a song.
It's a different Bedu. It even has the house techno kind of feel, like EDM ox kind of feel.
Yeah, it's not a bad song at all. Also, another song that I listened to, Victor AD has Namoni I Defined. Nice song, actually.
Yeah.
That you will not take him.
MIDF.
Yeah.
That's a Victor AD, like you said. And it's a nice song. Nice flow. Victor AD has been dropping songs recently. He's dropping one after the other. That means he's probably working on an album and all of that. Yeah. And I'll let Dolupo take the lead again.
Oh, okay. You wanted to say something else?
No,
I wanted to move off music.
Sorry for you. My song of the week, like I always tell you,
okay,
that I pick a song from the new songs and it's my song of the week. And Dolupo doesn't have any this week. Spyro.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
Look at your list again. Spyro is there.
Oh, okay. I'll
Spyro.
check it.
Spyro. Spyro is here to stay. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy that, a brother who sings positive songs, good songs, celebrates women, never talks down or bad about them, has a song. So go check out the new Spyro song. You are going to like it.
What's it called?
One Fine Girl or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, Only Fine Girl.
Yeah,
okay.
Only Fine Girl.
I definitely didn't catch that. I
like it.
Have missed it.
I have played that song.
I'll go back and check it out.
I have listened to that song about 5 times already today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So I'll definitely get to check that.
So that's my song of the week.
So we'll check it
There's
out.
NSG too, with Nella Rose, and NSG area boys, they're based in the UK. These guys are very, very good. And, with the exposure of the UK music scene and the way it's interwoven with the Nigerian scene.
It's blending really well.
And the recent SDC, festival, things are just working well for, African and Nigerian music.
Yeah. So moving on from that, and we're still talking about the Nigerian music scene. Now, we're moving from that, we're moving to Mohbad, where we know that there was a candlelight procession yesterday in Lagos State. They were supposed to move around, and the candlelight procession was supposed to end at the Murio Konla Park in VI. Which ended. Kudos
according to plan.
Yeah, kudos to the organizers, which I still have a lot of, or what I say, a few things to a few bones to pick with a few so-called celebrities, but maybe it's not for the air. Maybe we'll just move on from that. But this thing ended, and it was supposed to end at 8 p.m., which, according to plan, it did. And then some people, with some popular people, these days, even social media influencers are celebrities, yeah? So a few celebrities decided or followed or felt it was the idea, or whoever's idea it was, it felt it was a very, very bright idea to move this thing and say that they were having a peaceful protest at the Lekki toll gate, to the extent of blocking the entire stretch of the toll gate. Like I said, some people felt it was a bright idea. How bright they are, that's another context in itself. But after the police had given, which I was even surprised that anybody was given any anybody was given any consideration as to having any procession or anything in Lagos State. You cannot blame them if they decide not to. Things have happened in Lagos State in recent times that it won't be surprising if they don't. But they decided to go out on a limb and trust people. And a few people that they did trust, they definitely went ahead and people respected themselves. But some people felt it was okay not to respect yourself. And the first question is how we think. Protesting is not a bad idea. But what are we protesting against? What was the point of the procession in the first place? Who are we protesting against? One, a few questions. Two, even if you are going to protest, whoever came up with the idea, whoever thought it was a bright idea to block roads, to disrupt traffic of innocent people at that time of the night, people just want to go home and sleep. Literally, people want to go home and sleep around 9, 10, 11 p.m. People just want to go home. Whoever, and this is not the first time it's happening. We saw this happen for days during the end-house protest and all that. And trust me, it has been happening for years, blocking roads and all. But my question is, now that maybe I'm older, I'm thinking about it. Whoever thought it was a bright idea to actually disrupt other people's lives? I don't get it. I'm trying to find a wiggle room, but it does not make any sense. Then you do all that, and then the police have actually come out to say that they were the one that tear gassed people to disperse them. Maybe 1 or 2 people got injured in the stampede. Now, we are back again to the story of saying the police are bad. And I was talking to a friend this morning, and we were like, that maybe they shouldn't have tear gassed people. I said, I might sound a little bit insensitive to some people, but in the real sense of it, are tear gas meant for animals? It literally was meant to disperse a crowd. That's the point of tear gas. Maybe let's go back to, since we are behaving like people that don't want to have common sense. Because I know that we're trying to, we're trying to be nice and let's be sensible towards people's but let's be applying common sense. There is no am I the only one here? Because I'm like, okay, does it make any sense? Yeah, I was talking to you.
No, I didn't want to break your flow. You were just speaking your mind, and at times it's better. And of course, I know that me and you, we tend to burst into our flows. So I said, let Dolupo speak. She's speaking. So that's why I was waited. So the thing about it for me, clearly is that the focus of all of this movement is supposed to be Mohbad. A young Nigerian artist that lost his life about 10 days ago, 12 days ago, right? That's where the focus should be on. And they said it's justice for Mohbad. So let's put it in context. Mohbad died or was killed, as people are alleging. Either way, Mohbad is gone. We lost him. Thank God his music lives on. Thank God for technology and all of that. Thank God for the family that he has left. We commiserate with them once again. However, you said you want justice for Mohbad. And you're demanding justice from the government. You're not demanding justice from anybody else but the government. So it is not you versus the government. It is you versus the forces that you have alleged, a lot of people have alleged, are behind the death of Mohbad, asking the government to help you get justice. Am I putting it in perspective here?
Yeah.
So if that is the case, what are you protesting against when you said you are calling people out? You called the police out, you called the government out, called the governor out, called everybody out, called the president's son out, called the president. Okay, yeah. So the governor of Lagos State responded. Now, before he responded openly, according to him, he had been working behind the scenes. Before the governor of Lagos State responded, the police had put out an official statement stating that the Inspector General of Police had set up, a group to look into the matter.
Look into the matter, yeah.
All through the weekend, the police were tweeting, and their PRO was tweeting about how the IGP says, look, this matter is of utmost importance. Then the Lagos State government got on board. And the Lagos State government said, you know what, let's expand it. Let us bring in I know there's a media house, and I should call them the secret police, the DSS. Everybody knows that DSS,
they're not your mates.
This guy that is very popular now, very dark-minded, they don't play.
They're not, yeah.
they don't play.
They're not the military, yeah, but they're not the police. They're just, somewhere in between. Yeah.
I've been there. They don't play.
Okay. It's
a story for another day. Even if it wasn't that serious, but
if it lets us know.
they don't play. The DSS don't play.
Oh God.
I love you guys, man. Just the case. So the DSS gets involved, at the behest of the governor, right? So after all of this is said and done, work has started. Immediately, his body was exhumed. Immediately, an autopsy was performed. Just before they left the venue of the candlelight procession,
yeah, it was said that the autopsy
was done. Now, the organizers of the tribute to Mohbad, candlelight and gathering at the Muri-Okunla Park in Victoria Island, Lagos, went to the Lagos State government and the police and got a permit. And the permit states solely that they could have their procession and their candlelight meeting and tribute night at the Muri-Okunla Park. And they were supposed to shut down by 8 o'clock. We were observing. And at about 7 already they were announcing, that they were going to shut it down. At some point, someone had fainted on the stage or close to the stage, and they were calling for medical support. They were calling for an ambulance and all of that. It was a massive crowd. Very, very, very massive turnout for Mohbad's memory. I won't say for Mohbad because Mohbad is gone. There's a way I feel about some of these things, but maybe I will get there. Maybe I shouldn't. Now, when they said go home, and they announced go home at the Muri-Okunla Park, some people took it upon themselves. On social media, they started tweeting, and they're saying it there and then. They were announcing it to people that no, they were not going home, and they were going to go to storm the Lekki toll gate.
My point was that I will still go back to the question was why? Like, why?
They are protesting
Protesting what?
the death of Mohbad.
Protesting against what? Is it the government that killed Mohbad?
Again, if you are protesting the death of Mohbad, why are you asking the government to get involved? You know, you don't need to even go to the candlelight that was organized by nice and decent people. Go out, hit the street, do what you want to do. Show them, because a lot of you have been tweeting about how crazy you can be and how dangerous you can be.
No problem.
At the end of the day, you are not doing the name of Mohbad any good. The truth is, 90% of you people
don't have common sense. Let's put it out there.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
But 90% of people, but I didn't mean 90. I don't want to exaggerate. 97% of you people never loved Mohbad. Let's talk brass tacks. Let me not exaggerate. 98% of you never loved him. The man was going through a lot last year. What did you do? They're putting Mohbad on Times Square now in America.
Did the music ever get on?
Mohbad's music is now on Billboard chart.
How? Like, I don't. Those parts that I actually don't get? Why? How?
Mohbad music is on Billboard chart. Mohbad is now top in the top 10, like Boom Radio top 10 now. 7 of his songs are there. Let's ask ourselves.
We're not ready. We're not ready for that conversation.
Why didn't you show him this love when he was alive? Why didn't you download his music when he was alive? Why didn't you stream? Why didn't you share? Why didn't you help him organize his own concert?
Sorry for another day.
So Mohbad could get this kind of crowd.
This kind of love. And then you wonder, like, what happened when he was alive? I'm sorry. And this is why I said that even the so-called celebrities and the people that did all this, my question was that even if we say that all the people that they accused of doing something, they all did what they did, are you saying that you didn't know that this boy was going through a lot for months? Who actually reached out to me? Which one of them helped him? To him. Which one of them really helped this person through all the things he was going through? And now we're quick to put hashtags out. We're quick to, in a matter of days, they can actually go back and put print t-shirts. Literally, in a matter of days, stream his songs. Follow
him. Now they are following someone that has died. See, he was alive. You didn't follow him.
Let's be honest with ourselves. There is a bit of ment that we don't know that is in most.
It's when people die that you're showing them.
I don't understand where that comes from, but it's not normal. It's not. Do you know
part of it is guilt,
and that's the truth.
You know, it's guilt. For some of them, it is guilt. The guilt that you knew the guy existed
done something,
and you didn't do anything when he was alive.
Because the truth is that I've heard a few people say, these people that are talking about him now that they knew him. I'm like, please, if you know me and you are not useful to me when I'm alive, please, what is your use? You don't know me. I don't need you to know me. I don't know you.
What don't know me.
What has your knowing done for me? Exactly. That's where I'm going to, like, what was knowing him when he was alive? What did he do for him? And then we're here, and then to now, he adds salt upon injury. That's almost scrupulous elements. Because if somebody had decided to watch Boomba today, I was hoping that we were going to get some, some sympathy from this corner. No, it's not happening. Let's be using our common sense. Common sense should be common. These days, young people are not making common sense common. Because my point is, what is the point of going to Lekki Tollgate? Somebody still please needs to explain to me. Somebody that went needs to explain to me the reason behind such a I'm looking for a very nice word. Such a very unintelligent decision.
The lady that has gone viral now, that raised up her t-shirt and was showing endowments, is protesting also. Abi? Do you understand? the people who went there and they were smoking and they are protesting also, right?
They are protesting also.
The truth is, the Nigerian police deserves a lot of credit for the way they handled this event last night.
There are videos of them begging people to go home.
They even begged in the name of Mohbad. You know the sad part? The handlers of Mohbad's Twitter handle also tweeted, "Go home, thank you," and everything. Did they listen to the Mohbad that they claimed that they were fighting for? Do you understand? You know why they won't know? Because they're not following his handle. And the hypocrites that followed it, they won't check what they are tweeting from there. Because they already had their mindset. Now, a lot of you don't know that you are being used. Maybe there's someone here to tell you. You're following some of these influencers who have been paid
to cause chaos.
To do what they're doing.
Because the truth is that...
And they're using you.
They need to explain to me how these so-called influencers, what their plan was. And then they now start putting out videos, making videos yesterday.
Oh, they're tear gassing you.
They would tear gas you again.
And another kudos to the Nigerian police.
They would tear gas you
Not
again.
a single round of ammunition was fired. There's a video that's gone viral of a lady that might have fallen or been hit by a car, like some people explained in the comment section. And you said she was shot. You know, people have taken that video, they have expanded it, they've done some kind of forensics and checked and said, look, there's no penetration and no exit wounds. There's no bullet lodged in her leg. There's nothing like that. And they're saying that, and they were making a video and saying, oh, they're shooting at, nobody shot at you, sir. Nobody. And again, what were you doing there?
What were you doing there?
And
why are you doing?
If you've ever been to the Lekki axis, even in the afternoon, you will know how terrible traffic is in that place. And then in the evening, going towards Lekki axis, you must pity the people who
I know
there.
Someone that said that, yesterday, someone that left work around Ilukwejo around 6 was going to Lekki, got home, lives in Lekki area, got home at 11:30 yesterday. Because some people, seriously, at that time when you're going towards that place,
is it London?
You just you get, I swear.
1 more hour and you're already in London.
In London. But some people will realize. I'm still asking, whoever thought it was a great idea to be blocking roads? Whoever thought it was a great idea? Do
not desecrate the memory of Mohbad by going to cause any stupid chaos. The autopsy is also... I have a friend that tweeted something, and I had to, retweet it this morning. Damola Liar, he said, the autopsy is not going to show who killed him now.
Exactly.
Let's educate people, because it looks like people don't get it.
People are expecting that...
Oh, you think that the autopsy will now say,
all this autopsy shows is...
You think it's Babalawo? Education is a problem.
Oh my God. You people are just wicked, I swear. You people are wicked. You just have to do that. You just have
but it's important. Okay, let me ask you. You like asking the questions. Let me ask you.
Oh my God.
If the government has said the DSS is involved, the police is investigating, they are forensic experts on it.
Why am I laughing this matter?
Laugh. Laughter is very expensive these days.
Oh my God.
Laugh.
I'm listening to you.
If the government has done all these things that we have listed, why are you protesting?
What are you protesting
now,
for again?
If you are protesting, even with all what government has done, when the result comes out, let's just say, and the result now says that
this matter is a 50-50 chance.
It was a mixture of drugs and whatever, or the injection was expired. One funny thing.
You also know that...
Wait, as long as the thing comes out and the nurse accepts a mistake, or some people accept that they were the ones carrying him about or whatever, at the end of the day, when all of that happens, what's your reaction? If you are already protesting,
wait, you're also
what will not happen?
You're also not
when you don't get what you think you're going to get.
Angle that some of these people, the autopsy might actually show that he died of natural causes.
That one's FD now. Huh?
Like, people need to realize it's because he's Mohbad, though. Yes, I get it. But 27-year-olds die every single day.
Oh, sadly, a female footballer was 27 too. She just passed on, I think, in the UK. I just saw the tweet this morning.
Sadly.
And I'm like, wow, 27.
You know that all this talk, the autopsy might actually come out and he could have died of natural causes. So we need to it could be a congenital thing. It could be anything. So people need to calm down. And like you said, it could be maybe an expired injection.
Could be anything.
So if that is the case, where is now the story of somebody that did something? Where does all that now come from?
How do you tie it to this
How do you tie
villain
it
that
to
everybody is ready to kill?
I think that people need to calm down. Oh, it's obvious people are not thinking, because if you are thinking and you're thinking right, see, I think that at this point it is an epidemic. Why I say so is that common sense is not as common anymore.
Common sense, okay.
How many times, especially kudos to the Nigerian police, I'm not trying to put you down. How many times do you see the Nigerian police beg you?
You see, this generation lucky, Sha.
You get?
I don't know. You guys are lucky.
Where do you see the Nigerian police beg you? Nigerian police don't beg anybody.
Please go home.
They were begging people.
Oh, this country.
Your so-called.
We're going to.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere, and that's
this country
the truth.
has improved.
It has improved.
Yeah.
We're not where we used to be. So yes, you see celebrities that you hold so dear begging people, and if we remember very well, this is the exact same scenario that played out during the Lekki tollgate shooting.
Yeah.
How people were begged to go home.
Go home.
But people refused, decided to be unfortunate, because nobody can tell me it is not an unfortunate move for you. And if it's that you have parents at home that are waiting for you, don't let me say the last thing that came to my mind.
Because you are looking for trouble.
Can we please use our common sense? Like everything, because there's a lot of people going on with something does not make it right. Because a lot of people are talking about a particular thing does not make it right. I've been seeing a lot of people. And if you for example, I saw a lot of people jump on because some of the celebrities that were there have come out to talk about how they begged people to leave.
If you really care about Mohbad, like you claim you do, please look into how you can keep his memory alive. Look into how you can help the people he left behind. Regardless of how people feel about his father, they've already judged him, or his mother, they're judging her also, or his wife, or baby mama or girlfriend. I don't know if they're married, but she has a child for him. Please look for ways to help them in practical terms.
I saw a video.
In real terms.
I saw a video.
Not all these protests that you now go and lose your own limb or your own life.
I think one of the celebrities,
Mohbad would not want that.
Akeredolu was live, and she was asking people to go home. That don't you people have work in the morning?
They don't.
And it's a very, very vital question. It was a Thursday night. Don't you people have work in the morning?
You know, we've always said it.
Enlighten me.
We've already said it.
Don't you people have work?
We've already said it at the boom bar.
I don't know what you people were doing.
We've already said it at the boom bar that there will always be people who are willing to cause trouble, because a lot of them really don't have nothing to do. They're just there. And so the first offer that comes their way, if it's good or bad, they'll jump at it.
Because I've been talking about it in the morning. It didn't make sense then. Right. It still doesn't.
Kudos to the Nigerian police.
Kudos to them.
I don't think there's any more.
There's really nothing anybody else can do. Now we know that the autopsy has been done.
We're waiting for the results.
We hope that the results will be put out early enough.
And it's also been said that the police have invited some of the most talked about suspects. I use the word suspects loosely. The people who have been alleged to have been behind, the entire process of torture and other things that they said that might have led to the death of Mohbad. We must all keep an open mind and expect anything at this point. But they said that they have invited people to come and talk. Now, if you're out there, we've seen people claim that they were at the hospital, they took pictures with him. And if you're out there and you have information that might help the Nigerian police, please don't hold back.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's move on from that a little bit. And let's go on to Mr. Yes, okay, sorry.
Mr.
FCC
001.
FCT 001.
Yes.
Nyesom Wike.
Majesty.
You are being mischievous. His
His
royal
ministership.
His royal ministership.
His royal ministerial post ownership.
Oh.
Don't play.
Don't play.
Don't play.
Yes.
Wike they come.
Just know.
You know when they were saying Wike they come.
If you don't have business,
during the PDP primary, Wike they come. We didn't know that he was coming on this level.
I don't have.
So, for those of you who don't know why we're saying everything, the former governor, immediate past governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, is in the news. He's always in the news. It's always in the news. He owns the news. So, we joked about it when he got the job that it was going to be demolishing and recalling and retrieving C of O's. That's proof of ownership of land and stuff in Abuja. Because
that is true. He did.
We joked too. The man is serious.
The man is not playing around. As a list of 165 plots of land have been revoked by the Federal Capital Territory ministers. Now, this minister, they're saying that this located in around Maitama, Gudu, Wuye, Katampe Extension, Wuseitu, Jabi, Utako, Idu Industrial Zone, and Asokoro. These places seem to be like very highbrow estates. Now, the list of the revoked 165 plots of land belong to Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, former governor of Cross River State Liyel Imoke, the former Minister of National Planning Udo Udoma, the former Secretary to the Government of the Federation Ufot Ekaite, former Edo North Senator Victor Oyofo, late publisher of leadership newspaper Sam Nda Isaiah, former Supreme Court Judge Nikki Toby, the former Attorney General of the Federation Kanu Agabi, wife of the former Aviation Minister Osita Chidima Chidoka.
Wife?
Yes, his wife.
Okay. Paul
Unwa Biuku, media aide to the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okodrebiala. This really just attached the woman's name to it. Julius Berger, Nigeria. Honeywell.
Wait. Even Julius Berger.
Julius Berger, Nigeria. No, Honeywell Construction Limited and Bois.
Yes, so we keep. Nobody should offend you. Please don't give him right to come to Lagos.
At least we don't have minister in Lagos.
You don't know, they can pass a law now to say former capital territory and capital territory minister of something. Look, the thing is, it's funny and it's also sad. And now, because YouTube only allows us a short space to write the headline, so we put it there, Peter Obi, Liyel Imoke, and everything. YouTube have cut Liyel out. It's only Peter Obi's name that is open there. It's okay. The bottom line is, if we want a country that is good, if we claim that we want Nigeria to be better than what it is, now I'm not going to ask how these people are able to afford land. They are big boys now.
Big boys.
Billionaires and most people.
Yeah.
And how they have land all over the places. Except for, okay, but let me not go there. Anyhow, the bottom line is,
just do your deal.
Why were you given an allocation to build, and then you hold the land? Because most times the people who do this are people who want to resell. They are land prospectors.
But my question is, I have a very, very personal question. Is Governor Wike, sorry. It's no longer governor. Minister Wike.
His royal ministership.
His royal ministership, Wike. Is he saying that I cannot buy land and decide to just fence it off for like 20 years and not do anything to it?
No, there are some lands that have those caveats. There are some lands that have those caveats.
True, sure.
And there's a law backing it. It's not something that is pulling out of his magical Niger Delta hat. You understand? It is something that is written in black and white. So, as it stands now, your lands have been revoked. The list is endless.
Oh, it's a very long list.
Did you hear about justice is also being, you know.
Oh yeah.
Justice.
Supreme Court judge.
Okay.
A whole Supreme Court judge. What do you mean?
Yes,
Supreme Court judges live in Abuja. Yeah. Supreme Court is in Abuja.
Nigeria
now.
needs more.
Wait, Supreme Court is in Abuja now. So Supreme Court judges will live in Abuja
and buy land and not do what they're supposed to do. Can we use our land for a stadium or something? Like, the one that is doing me now.
Anyway, they have used it too.
Or health center. Or internet hub. What's that? Creators hub. You know, basically, we're talking about how we want Nigeria to be better. And if we want Nigeria to be better, we must start to do things.
Please, the president does not have land in Abuja.
Well, if his name is Wike, we revoke it. This Wike don't send anyone. It's the kind of... Look, people don't understand. Wike, you don't understand. Wike is derived from English. What? Finish it by yourself. Weak. Do you understand? Can you finish the spelling?
I don't know.
You don't have liver. You don't even hard. You're between macho. I
don't know what you're talking about.
Spell wicked.
Okay, so we have a comment. Oluware Milekuto Hivo says, I'm really glad the Nigeria Police Force handled this well without crisis. People should calm down with their emotions. I also feel bad and sorry about Mohbad's death and all the allegations. Keep his memory pleasant.
You know, this is like a perfect submission of
this person is a very nice person.
Yeah.
Let's tell people to say the truth. Have sense. That's what she's trying to tell you people. Have sense.
I like the way that she done said everything.
I'm just saying that she's trying to be nice and putty it. Have sense.
I like this though. Keep
Keep
his memory pleasant. Look,
you don't understand this kind of English.
Mohbad was the feel good guy. Now, you know, I feel good. It was just that guy, you know, the guy that wanted to bring happiness all the time. And here you are, you know, being all sorts of stupid and saying that, you know, the police should look the other way. Then before you know it now,
they'll start destroying things.
You know the sad part?
They are so quick
the
to
people
destroy
who are
things.
about to destroy stuff are in your midst there. They are there. They're going to use you. Do you get? They're going to use you.
I'm saying it
as cover.
In the middle of a weekday. The only explanation to tell me is that you are jobless because you should be on your way home at that time.
Even if you are jobless, does that mean you should be destructive?
Just go home and sleep. Really. There's
the facilities that we don't even have yet, the traffic that we are all trying to avoid.
You know what? Don't let me say what I want to say. Anyway, moving on. The Central Bank of Nigeria has confirmed the resignation of Mr. Godwin Emefiele as its governor 3 months after being suspended. Now, the new governor, the acting governor, has now today resumed office.
Acting governor comes highly recommended. Everybody's talked about how, oh my God, this guy is this and that. But there's a section of Nigeria that feels that it's nepotism. Why? Yeah, that is another Yoruba person getting the job, and that why is the president centering this sensitive post, you know, on his own tribe, that virtually, you know, all of the key positions in the economy are held by Yoruba people, because it will be unfair if we don't bring that discourse in. So a lot of people are saying that it shouldn't be, that why should you just have Yoruba this, Yoruba that. And in fact, some people are saying that Lagos is getting a lot of the, you know, the appointments and everything. At some point, we're going to look at it factually and statistically and look at what they're saying and see how.
Yeah, I think that we can't have all that discussion yet completely until most of
other appointments
have been made. Because now that I'm not even sure they're up to like 100 appointments that have been made yet. So we can't totally do this now until those appointments have been fully places have been filled, and then we can now have like a holistic look to it completely.
However, having said all of this, what is important for us as a nation is to get results. So let us try to carry everybody along. This is my advice to Mr. President. I know you're that kind of guy, but also let us also respect the fact that some of these appointments are near faultless. When you look at the
CVs of these people.
And let's hope that these CVs will translate to real development for us as Nigerians.
As Nigerians, because it's one thing for you to know how on paper, and then
I'm not going to lie. It's not that easy to live in this country at the moment.
Yeah, it's not.
All these reforms are costing us a lot.
It's doing a lot. But we'll see. We'll definitely see how it goes. Also, President Tinubu has said to have approved salary increase for federal tertiary universities. And their arrears from, I think, January of 2023.
This is a good piece of news coming out from Abuja to the rest of Nigeria. We all know how, the guys in the tertiary institutions are being at daggers drawn with government after government after government. I don't know if Nigeria will ever return to that time, but there was a time in this country where the academia were better paid than anybody else. Excuse me.
I don't know about that.
There was a time, don't worry, way before your time. I'm talking about the 60s and early 70s and all. And I don't know if we ever get back to that. And the only way we can get back to that now is through autonomy. And if, for instance, the universities make enough money and get enough grants and they're able to take care of their people. Brain drain is a big problem. But brain drain, we look at it solely from the area of professionals living in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. But we don't look at it from the people who actually, train the professionals who leave and all of that. And how I feel that they deserve a better deal. I don't like ASUU. But I know that lecturers deserve a better deal. Yeah. It's just that ASUU was always being
just used, and it seemed like it was getting
biased and using vendetta and everything.
I totally
So this
agree.
is a welcome development.
Yep. And now moving on from that, Nigerian troops has seemed to have uncovered a gun manufacturing factory in Kafanchan, Kaduna State. If
you wonder why this crisis never goes away, you just wonder constantly.
It's things like this.
It's this. A gun manufacturing, crude rifles and machine guns that they are making in that place. We've seen the pictures that the army put out and everything. And I'm happy that, our army is moving, in a very, very intelligent manner. Let us try to, I know that we cannot stop violence in the world, but let us try to curtail it as much as possible. Now, they must also go beyond arresting the people that they met there and the people who actually finance these people, who are financing them, who's giving them the funds. Although they also make money from kidnapping,
but there's
extortion and everything. But they have other people who are backing them.
I totally agree. Also, there's confirmation now. Sadly, between I think early hours of this morning, there was a kidnap of about 24 students in Zamfara community in the hostel, mostly women. Now, an update from it is that the military has said to have rescued 6 out of those 24 already, and the rescue mission is still ongoing. Kudos to them.
God bless the troops.
And I really hope that they get everybody out
and the perpetrators
alive.
too.
Yes, and they are actually arrested. Now, quickly going all the way to.
Have you noticed the reaction time now? Do you notice?
Yeah, it's better. It's way better. That we can't even argue. Also, the Edo State Deputy Governor has asked people to beg the governor for him. He has asked the governor for forgiveness, telling the governor that if he has done anything, he should please forgive him. We know there's been a lot of drama.
If he has done, okay. I don't know be Lagos, yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that, also let's move on all the way to Ondo State, where there's also issues with the deputy governor. There are talks of the deputy governor, allegations against the deputy governor. In fact, I saw a story yesterday where it was said that, remember the 2 billion naira that the president had given each governor? Yeah. That the deputy governor or the acting governor as at then had used part of the money to order a bulletproof vehicle for himself.
Who put the story out?
I think that's right. That's why I said I read it somewhere.
No, that's not.
No. I'm saying
a quotable story?
Like I'm saying, you didn't even let me finish.
I'm afraid.
No, let me finish. I said there have been a lot of allegations that have been thrown here and there. Now, One of the allegations against him at the Ondo House of Assembly is misappropriation of funds.
Okay.
Now, the Ondo State is saying, the Assembly is saying that they are not witch hunting the Deputy Governor, but that they're just asking him to defend the allegations against him.
Okay, if you want him to defend the allegations against him, let's not start talking about impeachment in the first place. If it's about, oh, this is what you have done, let it be about that.
Yeah, but isn't it an impeachment? If they feel that what he's doing or what they're alleging is impeachable.
Okay, so, let me come again with this. If it's not because you want him out of the way for whatever reasons, can he not just face whatever panel you're going to set up to defend these allegations? Then based on the results of that, you can now start talking about the reprimand or the punishment for it. Why is the punishment uppermost? Like, why are we hearing about impeachment when we have not even confirmed anything? We do this a lot in Nigeria. Let us first talk about, there's been a misappropriation. Allegedly, now they are saying that there's been a misappropriation of funds. Now, so establish it, confirm it, and then look at the implications of what he has done. As against saying, we're going to impeach him because blah, 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 blah. And that's where politics comes in.
Okay, so I think I agree with you a little bit. My own issue is that I hope that truly it is not a witch hunt. It looks funny.
For his own good, for his own good, let it not be that he has also, solid itself.
But are we going to say also that Mr. Governor is not a very good judge of character?
Well, maybe, that's the thing with politics.
Really, why does he have so much issues with his deputy governors?
With the current president of Nigeria, worked with how many deputy governors when he was governor?
2, 3.
No, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Does it mean that at that point he might have grown now, but we don't even know yet?
The current president of Nigeria works with how many deputy governors?
Like I said, he too was most likely not a good judge of character at that point.
Whatever, Sha. The bottom line is, what is good for the geese is good for the other geese. Not Ganda now, but what is good for the Ganda is good for the other Ganda. The other Ganda.
Anyway, now let's move on from that. We'll see what happens in Ondo State. Sorry, I was going to talk about universities when I was talking earlier. In Taraba State University, the ASUU has now threatened to strike over 6 months unpaid salaries. I'm lost. How?
How do you get people to go to work for 6 months? 6 months without paying them?
I don't know. Like, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked.
How fair is that? Even what they are earning, we're talking about increasing it. Now you're owing them 6 months.
The one that is there that has not even been paid.
6 months.
No, I think that we should be.
These people have families. They have families. Even they themselves, they need to breathe. Let the lecturers breathe. Let the staff breathe. Let the students also breathe. Taraba State Governor, do the needful and do it quick. Bros. Alpha.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see where that goes to. Also, moving on from that, we're coming down to Lagos State, where the Lagos State DSVA has now added 4 other names to the sexual offenders list in the state. I think this is a very good thing. I've always said it. It's something that I've always liked.
The DSVA in 2 years has achieved so much. You would think that this agency has been around like forever. They were celebrating their anniversary this week, and it's been a huge one. We at Boom Radio, we've partnered with them, and even when we're waiting for them to respond to some of the proposals we put out, we're already carrying our own support for them. Gender-based violence, domestic violence are things that we must bring to the barest minimum. One of the lines that I like that we use in our news and our promo for the DSVA, right, is that if you see something, say something. Yeah. And one of the reasons why a lot of these things are going far is because people look away. They see something going wrong, but they just look away. It's time for action. So congratulations to them on adding 4 more names. Some people have been sent to life in prison.
Oh, yes.
There's a particular guy that's getting 21 years.
Momo Issa, it's good to put out their names. He got life imprisonment. Prince Tom also got life imprisonment. Ujong Ibiang was also sent to life imprisonment, and Emmanuel Gabriel was sent to 21 years imprisonment.
Yeah, so these are sex offenders that have been confirmed, and they are now going to spend the rest of their lives in prison. The other guy will do 21 years. When he gets out, if he gets out, and when he gets out, I hope that he would have turned a new leaf. So
anyway,
if you're still into this thing, they're coming for you.
They're coming for you. Now, let's move on to a bit to stories of courts. As U.S. court has now granted President Tinubu's request to delay the release of his school records to Atiku Abubakar.
Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar are playing ping pong. Yeah, you can call it chess too. I see it more as ping pong, like, it's a rally.
Yeah, everybody's passing.
Look, bros, release this thing once and for all. Let us rest. Release the result.
Can we just move on?
We saw samples of that result last week. Is it not the same thing? Or whatever we saw last week, except it was fake. Do you understand? So, dear Mr. President and your legal team, release this result. Tell CSU to release it. So
if you really don't have anything to hide, just...
Release the result, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let's just, have it and...
Release the result, sir.
Just release it and let's go,
Yes,
really. Let's move on.
It's time for governance.
Thank you very much. Even though the person that is asking for the result too, please give him the result so that we can rest.
You know the thing that they can even do for us? All the top presidential candidates, release
all your results. Let's
all
go.
All of you. You people have CV. We have seen your CVs. Everybody, operation, release your results.
Release your results.
But Mr. President Tinubu, release your results.
You are the one that is the president now, so you're literally the one that everybody has a business with. They literally don't have any business.
Release the results, sir.
Just release it and let's be going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we go, please.
Thanks a bunch.
Governorship Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Jos has now upheld the election of PDP candidate, the governor of Mutfwang. Please, am I sure I pronounced that?
Yeah, nice name, Mutfwang.
Yes, Governor Caleb Mutfwang of PDP.
Yeah.
Well, I like where a lot of these things are coming. I don't know if anybody else is going to challenge this one. There's not been a lot of stories, but also today, the governor of Kano said has finally lifted the curfew after what looked like.
Which one? The one that was removed or the one that is coming in?
The one that was is not removed yet. You are wicked. You are not a good person, though. You are not a no.
Wait,
what you're doing?
Wait. Court did not remove anybody.
Boy, still there, Sha.
Wait, but the court removed somebody. Did court remove somebody or not?
Life. This life. This life. You people in this life.
Oh Jesus!
Don't offend human beings.
Did Nigerian Tribunal remove Governor of Kano or not? You can't answer.
I don't know. It was removed, but
there
is an appeal.
A wise man once said, "Is that your final answer?"
There is an appeal.
Is that your final answer? There is an
appeal. So you can't.
You want to phone a friend? Phone a friend.
In this life, you people don't
Offend human beings. Another banger.
Offend human beings.
Me, I just know, Sha, that every election cycle,
at least
one governor will be removed completely.
But it could be anybody. It might be him. Might not be him.
It can be anybody. It can be Lagos. It can be Ogun State. It can be Abia State. It can be Enugu is safe for now.
Anyway,
it can be Kano. It can be Kano.
On that note, that is all we'll be able to take today on the Bomba.
Are you sure that's all?
Yes, that's all we'll be able to take today on the Bomba. Thank you.
I have something to say before she chases us away.
Say it quickly.
So the people who are watching us on YouTube, who are watching us on social media, please kindly like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and let the world know that we are here.
Yeah.
So the people listening to us on radio, thank you. God bless you. Don't go anywhere. We're on 24 hours around the clock. And at 9 p.m., the longest party on radio starts with DJ Bami. Fresh mixes.
Okay. So all he said. And have a nice weekend. Really. Really do have a nice weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Please don't do what the police will use to arrest or shoot tear gas at you.
And you know what? Justice for
let's
Mohbad
just
should
be
be about Mohbad.
Yes, please. Let's be careful out there.
About
Please, let's be
Mohbad,
careful
not
out
you
there.
and all these games that you are playing.
Yes, please, let's be careful out there. Don't allow people use you for their own gains. Thank you, and God bless, and see you on Monday. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.